The Custody Battle with the Narcissist. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Are you involved in a custody battle at the present time? Do you think you might be involved in one? Do you know somebody who is? Chances are that there will be a narcissist involved in the process where you're finding that it's a contentious situation. If you want to know how you should deal with a custody battle with a narcissist, this video is going to provide you with a mass of excellent information. Involvement with a narcissist is never easy, no matter which sphere of life you find it. But it's fair to say that probably one of the most difficult aspects is where you have a child with the narcissist, where you're in the relationship with them. The necessity of dealing with the abuse of the narcissist and also defending your child or children can be particularly problematic. Should the relationship end, either you escape or the narcissist disengages, invariably there will be some dispute involving the children. Some narcissists may not necessarily fight despite making noises about doing so, but others certainly do. And ultimately, the reason why that occurs is because the removal of the child from them in any shape or form is a significant threat to their need for control. The child is also used as a stepping stone to get to you as the former intimate partner primary source. It's you that actually matters, not the child. The child is just a device to enable the narcissist to continue to assert control over you and draw fuel. Many people find themselves in very difficult and emotionally draining custody battles which cost a lot of money, and they may not realize that they're actually battling a narcissist. Those that have an awareness that that's what they're involved with often find the situation bordering on hopeless, particularly where in the early stages it looks like the narcissist is winning. It's commonly the case that those that come to me for help feel that the narcissist is the one that is always being believed, that the narcissist is the one that's persuading the relevant authorities, and they feel like giving up. This often is more a case of perception than reality, but in the early stages, certain narcissists are able to gain an advantage as a consequence of their manipulative behavior and the protestations of the non-narcissist. What ought you to do if you find yourself in a custody battle with a narcissist? Well, I have advised many people in relation to this scenario over the years that I've been consulting with people who are involved with narcissists, and I've provided them with a body of information which has assisted them, and the success stories are legion. In this video, however, I've decided to utilize recommendations made by one of my clients and readers so that you're not just getting it from me, but you're actually getting the recommendation of what worked for one of my many clients. My client goes by the blog name of Who Cares, and I have consulted with her on a number of occasions in relation to an ongoing custody battle with the narcissist that she was once involved in a relationship with. She won't mind me saying that it's certainly taken a toll on her, but as a consequence of the access to my work, both in terms of consultations and other aspects of the material that I produce, she has reached a successful outcome. And she volunteered this information, and it occurred to me that it would be very useful to other people. She provided it in a blog comment, and I decided that it would require a wider audience so that people could find it more readily if they're in a custody battle with the narcissist, so that they would know, first of all, what actually works as recommended by a successful user of the material, and secondly, what that material is. So this isn't my endorsement, this is the endorsement that comes from somebody who has used my material, lived the battle, and come out of the other side. In order to deal with this difficult situation, this is what my client recommended, based upon her experience. Reference is going to be made to certain videos, which all you need do is search on this channel for them to be able to find them. She also references assistance packages and logic bulletins, which can be found in the Knowledge Vault. The Knowledge Vault has a link in the video description to this video. It's also in the menu bar at Narcsite, NARCSITE.com. Here's what she recommends. First of all, obtain the NARC detector consultation, because without knowing the school and cadre of narcissist that you are dealing with, you cannot properly apply the knowledge and advice in the assistance packages and educational articles that follow. Number 2, how to handle the narcissist in court. This is a logic bulletin. The basics of dealing with a narcissist in a legal matter and solid practical advice when actually having to attend court with a narcissist. Who Cares explains that she would often refer back to this simply to steady her mind over the upcoming court dates, and thus she drew assurance from it. Number 3, obtain the How to Co-Parent with a Narcissist, which is an assistance package from the Knowledge Vault. This is the best advice on this subject available. It provides insight in what to expect from differing schools of narcissists in this situation, and it also contains very practical recommendations that you can apply when navigating co-parenting with a narcissist. I wish I had access to this earlier in my family court matter, she explained. Number 4, Child Defender. This is also an assistance package which goes hand in hand with the co-parenting assistance package to ensure that you're able to protect your children. Number 5, Fear and the Empathic Victim. This is a logic bulletin. Who Cares explains that it got her through some very stressful times in my family legal matter. Applying the knowledge that my ex is a lower mid-range narcissist, plus how narcissists use threats and therefore your own fear against you, helped me to have patience, hedge my bets, and endure the tension while legal matters played out. Number 6, the video, The Narcissist and Threats. This is most helpful if you know the school of the narcissist that you are dealing with. But it is useful in all kinds of scenarios, not just in the legal arena and being on the receiving end of legal threats. This insight gave me an edge, even over my lawyers, because although one has to be prudent, you can weigh how likely a narcissist is to follow through on a threat with such knowledge, in combination with knowing the type of narcissist you are dealing with. Note, this can be affected by the particular lawyer who is working for the narcissist and what the lawyer is willing to follow through on. Number 7, Divorcing the Narcissist. Assistance package. Who Cares explains, I did not have to divorce my ex as we were common law, but I have this package and have listened to it. It's most helpful in combination with the co-parenting assistance package if there are children involved. Number 8, the video, Give the Narcissist Enough Rope. This is one of my favourite videos ever from HG. I live by the truth in this video. The reality of this has been borne out so many times by my ex-narcissist in his court filings and in his interactions with our son. In court, especially when he was self-representing, he provided so much material that worked against him. For example, he provided a transcript of a conversation between himself and our son that he maintained was evidence of me discussing adult issues, legal matters with our son, but the transcript actually demonstrated that my ex was the one who initiated the conversation. This, in turn with other evidence, allowed my lawyer to reverse visitations to supervise access again between my ex and our son, plus a summary judgment in our matter that resulted in a final order for full custody to me and supervised access only for my ex. And then, as of late, our son has made it known that he doesn't want to see his father, after witnessing him be hostile and confrontational towards supervisory staff. I don't share about the past with my son, and I don't speak about his father to him. I knew he would see for himself how he behaved and make up his own mind. Number 9, how to make a request of a narcissist. This is a video. I never had to implement this much because I haven't really had a lot of direct co-parenting with my ex, but I kept it in my back pocket, so to speak, if I was going to have direct dealings with him vis-a-vis parenting arrangements. The video, the truth, the half-truth, and nowhere near the truth. The information contained in this video was so very helpful to me. It helped me not get caught up in the lengthy, convoluted, and emotionally charged, for me to read, documents that my ex would file. especially when we were both self-representing. I would dread receiving these, but knew that I had to eventually wade through the contents. I would wait until after my son had gone to bed to open and read legal documents, because I knew they would affect my mood for the entire day, and my son would inquire why I was irritated or sad. I used the information in the video from HG referenced as a way to categorize the contents in these writings from my ex, otherwise it became too overwhelming. So I would say to myself as I was reading, that's the truth, that is a half-truth, and that is sure as hell nowhere near the truth. One could even go through such a document systematically and use 1 for truth, 2 for half-truth, and 3 for nowhere near the truth, labelling each point, and this then helps dispel the strong emotions in response to a narcissist's lies, accusations, and revisions of history. Number 11, the video, Why You Cannot Resolve an Argument with a Narcissist. This video is an excellent resource to offer third-party professionals, even if they don't truly grasp what a narcissist is. They will have had dealings with difficult individuals that make this relatable. Warning: you have to be careful about identifying or inferring to some professionals that your ex is a narcissist. It can make you look bad in court proceedings. I've found it is far better to just let the professionals take in the evidence and come to their own conclusions. In the legal arena, the courts don't want to be told what to think. I recall HG telling me this, and it's so true. And people have become too generous with the label of narcissist simply because they find somebody's behaviour unsavoury. And finally, and of course, my audio consultations with HG along the way have been indispensable for his advice, providing me with answers to my very specific questions in my case and predictions about what my ex may or may not do. At a time when I was self-representing, I even had HG review some legal documents for me, which proved most helpful. So there you have it. A user-endorsed range of materials that this particular individual found very useful indeed in dealing with a custody battle with the narcissist. And you can access that material by watching the videos, reading the commensurate blog articles, and accessing the material in the Knowledge Vault so that you achieve success also. A useful and handy guide to dealing with the custody battle with the narcissist. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.